Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know why, but I'm so nervous to film this video. I think because I've never really done a video like this on my channel before, and I feel like I'm going to be so vulnerable and so honest and so raw, and it kind of terrifies me. I think I want to start off this video by saying I am so happy to be a mom. My whole life, all I ever wanted was to be a mom, and now I'm a mom. And I couldn't be happier that I'm a mom. I have the best baby in the whole world. I love it so much. I love watching this human grow and learn, and he does new things every day. It is absolutely incredible to look at this baby and know that I created him. My body made him. Like, it is magical and amazing on so many levels. Before I was a mom, I never would have thought to ask a new mom simply, how are you? How are you doing? How are you feeling? And it's not because I didn't care. It's just because I always wanted to know about the baby. How's the baby doing? Let me see a picture of the baby. Postpartum and being a new mom is hard. It is harder than I could have ever imagined. It's harder than anybody warned me. It's harder than I read anywhere. It's so hard. I think it's important to ask new moms in your life how they're feeling, because I think sometimes they simply just need somebody to talk to, which sounds so simple, but it's so hard. A complete stranger asked me the other day at Costco. We were talking about Lincoln. She's like, how old is your baby? How is he doing? And then she goes, how are you doing? And it kind of caught me off guard because I was like, this is a complete stranger, but she's asking me how I'm doing, and I love it. You know what I mean? In this video, I wanted to update you guys just on how I'm doing postpartum. And hopefully for those of you who are also postpartum new moms, or maybe you're going to be new moms, this will make you feel less alone. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by saying that the first 2 weeks after you have a baby, for me at least, was so incredibly hard. I had the baby blues so bad. And every birthing class that I took, I took a breastfeeding class, a birth preparedness class, an infant CPR class, every single class you take warns you about the baby blues. They tell you that the first 2 weeks after you have a baby is going to be incredibly difficult. And they were right. It was hard. It was really hard. And anybody who says it's not hard is lying. They are lying, or they have a ton of help at home. It completely changes your life. No matter how much you think it's not going to, it completely changes your life. Your life now revolves around this other human being, keeping this other human being alive. I suffered with postpartum anxiety and postpartum depression at the same time. In fact, a doctor diagnosed me with postpartum anxiety, and my midwife diagnosed me with postpartum depression. A lot of it triggered from my inability to care for my baby the way that I thought I should care for my baby. I feel like society and social media, really, I think, is the culprit, makes it seem like motherhood is so perfect, that it's filled with picture perfect situations, and that everything is going to be so glamorous and so bright and so cheery. And parts of it are, but it's so hard to get there. I struggled with breastfeeding, hard. I struggled with breastfeeding. And in my mind, I thought, I didn't have any question in my mind. I was gonna feed my baby through breast milk. Why wouldn't I feed my baby through breast milk? That's the way I'm supposed to do it. Breast is best. Social media is pushing it, and I can get into it, and maybe I will. Maybe I'll film a separate video about breastfeeding, but it was hard for me. My body wasn't producing enough milk no matter what I did. And that made me think that I wasn't able to care for my baby the way that I thought I should, which then triggered postpartum depression. After the first 2 weeks were over, I think it was right around 3 weeks, I was like, I feel so much better. And then the depression came back. And when I went to my 5 or 6 week checkup, that's when my midwife was like, I think you need to talk to a counselor. Like, I feel like you might have postpartum depression. And I was like, I feel like you're probably right. I was having a really hard time enjoying the happy moments. I was having a really hard time focusing. I was really slow. I had to keep reminding myself, like, that these are the best days of my life, or they're supposed to be the best days of my life, but why is it so hard? Why is it so hard for me? I'm feeling so happy, but so sad all at the same time. I have this beautiful baby, this perfect baby that I've always wanted, but why am I so sad? And so I started to see a counselor, and it helped tremendously. Family and friends started reaching out, and I talked to them, and it helped so much. And I think honestly that's all I really needed, was just somebody to talk to, because it makes you feel normal again. You know what I mean? On top of all of that, my life, your day, your routines, everything is totally different. I'm somebody who likes a very tidy house, clean dishes, clean laundry, empty laundry baskets, swept floors, and it's nearly impossible to do that while taking care of a baby, especially in those first few weeks. It's hard to just juggle everything and just maintain your sanity. It was hard. That's the best way to say it. I was a mess. I didn't deal with it well at all. And the only thing that really helped was talking to people. Thank God I have my husband who was so helpful for me. He listened to me talk about everything and anything all the time. He was so supportive, so supportive. He helped me with everything. And I don't know how in the world I could have done any of it without him, if I'm being totally honest. On top of all of the emotional things I was dealing with, the physical part of postpartum is not at all what I thought. I think it's my bad for trusting social media or following the wrong people, but there were several people that I followed when I was pregnant that were due at or around the same time as me, who snapped back into their postpartum bodies like within a week or two. You know, oh, I'm back in my size 2 jeans. I was crazy enough to think that I would be one of those people, and I'm not at all, not even close. It took me a long time to go back to the gym, and even more recently, I just barely started eating healthy. And a lot of it is because I was dealing with this like mental thing, and food was a comfort for me, and it's easier to just make a pizza than to make chicken and rice. And you know, I also didn't think about like, well, some of these people I follow are a lot younger than me. Their bodies are more elasticy than me. Everyone is different, and I just for some reason thought like motherhood is going to be magical. It's going to be picture perfect. I'm going to be breastfeeding because why wouldn't I? And I'm going to snap back into my postpartum body within a week or two, and then nothing happened. Nothing happened the way I thought it was going to, and that is what really messed up my mind. In my mind, I was so stuck on this is how it's going to be. Why wouldn't it be this way? And when it wasn't the way I thought it was going to be, it tore me apart. But I'm getting better at accepting it, and I'm getting better at understanding my new life and accepting the new norm, and realizing that my life is going to be different and it's better. And I'm starting to understand this new person that I'm becoming or have become. I'm no longer just me. I'm a mom, and I have a baby that fully relies on me for everything. And that's a good thing. I think one of the best things I did for myself was unfollow and stop looking at all of those people that were making me so upset on social media, and talk to people that were on my side, talk to people that understood, talk to people that reassured me that the emotions I was feeling were normal, the way I felt was normal, and that all of this stuff will eventually get better, instead of expecting it to be perfect right away. I'm definitely still working on my postpartum journey. I think I will probably work on it forever, but I will say I have come leaps and bounds since the last time that I talked to you guys about postpartum. Every day gets better and better. Every day I feel better and better. Every day my new normal comes to life, and my routines get better, and baby is sleeping better, so therefore my mind is clear because I'm sleeping better. Understanding and accepting your new life and your new routines takes time. It took me time, and it's going to continue to take me time, but every day I get better. The thing that makes me feel the best is just looking at this little baby that I have, looking at his smile, watching him learn and grow, and remembering to be kind to myself, to give myself grace, and to remember that things don't have to be perfect. Motherhood is not perfect. Life is not perfect. Things are gonna happen, and they're gonna continue to happen. And I think as soon as I start to feel comfortable, something else is gonna happen. And that's just the way that life is, and it's okay. Being a mom has made me so much more of a better person. You start to view everybody as somebody's baby, everybody as somebody's child, and it makes you appreciate things different. It makes you look at the world through different eyes and see things differently. I'm no longer just Melissa. I'm Melissa the mom, Melissa the wife, Melissa the daughter. I'm somebody else's baby. That makes me appreciate my mom so much more and what she did for me. I don't even know if I'm making any sense at all. I hope that I'm helping somebody out there. If you are in a situation where you are suffering from postpartum anxiety or postpartum depression, just know that it gets better. It does. It gets better. If you're dealing with baby blues, it gets better. I promise you it gets better, and every day is better and better and better, and you feel better and better and better. It's okay to not feel perfect right away. It's okay for things to never be perfect. It's okay if your body is not the way it was before. It's never going to be the way it was before, but you made a baby. You created life. And that's okay. It's okay if you don't look like these social media people. It's okay if your house isn't perfectly clean. It's okay if your baby isn't dressed like a freaking baby supermodel every day. You know, it's okay if you can't do your hair and your makeup. Honestly, this is the first time I've worn makeup like this since I had my baby. And it's only because I filmed beauty videos right before this. So it's okay. And if you can, talk to people, talk to a counselor, talk to your husband, talk to your mom, talk to your friends. Talking helps so much. You need to be the best version of you before you can be a good mom. And you need to take care of yourself before you can take care of somebody else. It's kind of like when you're in an airplane and they tell you, you know, if the oxygen masks fall, to put yours on before you help somebody else. That's because you need to be fully functioning and you need to be better before you can help anybody else, including your baby. So make sure you take time for yourself, you get better so that you could be the best mom that you can be. That's what I had to do. That's what's helped me. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling, but I hope that this video helped. And I hope that it makes sense. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, leave them in the comment section down below. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.